he did with the subs.
That's what I'm saying. And like, y'all gotta understand, bro. When niggas is streaming, okay, listen, and then y'all be getting mad at me because I be telling y'all what's real. You know what I'm saying? Bro, when niggas is streaming, bro, y'all can't take everything serious or to heart, okay? You feel me? You can't, bro.
So I feel like there's a lot to unpack here. Over this last weekend, Plaqueboymax came back to streaming and he had a stream concept called Into Deep 2, which he did previously. And I watched some of the previous one. I didn't really watch much of this one, but I caught some clips. And at some point you could tell the drama was about to start stirring. And I mean, I get it. It's like a reality show. And I feel like we all know this, but some people might not. So let me just explain it. Like, it's clearly exaggerated to an extent. Like, they're real people. These are real friendships, real relationships, like real things are happening. But everybody plays it up because it's boring if you don't. They want to make a clip. They want the chat to go crazy. They want it to be drama filled. So I might match up with this girl and then I'm going to go talk to this girl and try to be secretive. But obviously I know I'm doing it on a stream. I know chat is going to hop from one to the next and tell people and spark the drama, but that's what's getting everybody paid. So of course that's what they're going to do. Now the issue is that there are viewers that take it very seriously and they get extremely upset. And this is within all fan bases. I don't care what anybody says. I've seen the toxicity in every fan base because they rock with the person they rock with. And as soon as they feel like that person needs them to come, you know what I'm saying, do a little work for them, they're there. So this is across the board. But the situation that seemed to have happened is there is now an issue between Wendy Ortiz and DDG because of some of the things that happened on this fake reality show. It seems like she might be taking things a little bit too seriously and not understanding that it's more of a play and it's a game. And I feel like it's because she's probably relatively new to the Twitch space, which DDG is too, but he's also been around YouTube forever. A lot of the people that we're watching now streamer-wise used to watch his videos. So he already knows this space. He's been here, he's played the game, he gets it. And I feel like maybe she doesn't and she lets her chat kind of gas her up a little bit. And so DDG ended up responding to that. You saw part of the clip in the beginning, but here's the rest of what he had to say.
That's what he did with the subs.
That's what I'm saying. And like, y'all gotta understand, bro. When is streaming, okay, listen, and then y'all be getting mad at me because I be telling y'all what's real. You know what I'm saying? Bro, when is streaming, bro, y'all can't take everything serious or to heart, okay? You feel me? You can't, bro. I've said shit. Everybody say shit. That's how you make the shit go. At the end of the day, bro, everybody and their mama know, Wendy know, I don't have to use her for shiznagas. That's not even a thing. Y'all should know that. I'm sure she knows that. I don't need no one for nothing, okay? Like, I don't give a fuck about no subs. I fuck with y'all. Y'all doing the friendly fire shit with me. Y'all doing all this extra shit. Well, y'all gotta understand, Wendy came over my house, right? To my personal place. You feel me? I don't get his address to everybody. Personal place set right here. Very vulnerable. I said, look, you are a superstar. You going stupid on TikTok. I know TikTok ain't paying you. Start a Twitch. Boom, superstar, boom, Twitch went up. If we went to Japan and she had a Twitch, bro, y'all would have subbed to her. That just would have been that. That would have been cool. Like, no one, I don't give a fuck about subs. I'm telling you, I'm gonna fuck y'all up with this. Bro, 90% of my money, even when I went to Japan, comes from ads. You can't watch my stream without catching an ad, bro.
And so before all this drama, I had no idea that Wendy was just on TikTok, and DDG basically said you could be making way more money if you came over to Twitch and you started to do streams. So he kind of put her on. I mean, she had a fan base to follow her. It's not like he had to give her one, but he put her on in the sense that he gave her the right information to take her shit and elevate it to the next level. So you got to give him a shout out for that. But I'm assuming that this whole clip that we just watched came from this post that she made on her story. She said, they love how supportive my people are until it no longer benefits them. Anyway, thank you guys for everything. And as always, fans are going to jump over to the IG and they're going to try to find out, are they still following each other? And it looks like she does not follow DDG right now. Now, I don't have any proof that she followed him in the first place, but I assume that she did because it seems like they were friends and he put her onto streaming. Now, he felt like this was a little bit of a sneak diss because he said on Twitter, that IG story sneak diss is crazy. Y'all was right. I was tripping. So in situations like this, I just feel like it's unfortunate because all of these people can be cool. They all can eat together. There's enough to go around for everybody. And I feel like sometimes the chat kind of gets in between people. And honestly, it's not really the chat's fault because they're just doing what the chat does. They're seeing from the outside looking in. They're going off of what they know. They're having fun. They want to create clips as well. So sometimes they even try to start drama, but you just can't let that get to you. And DDG decided to sit down and actually have a talk with Wendy's chat.
Specifically talk to Wotion right now. What y'all doing is, bro, y'all making people scared of Wendy. When y'all getting these comments and y'all saying all this crazy shit, like, and y'all not understanding, this shit's fake, guys. Like, you gotta understand. Nope, Wendy's not actually dating D-Lou, okay? It's a show. You think niggas is really acting like this in real life? It's a show. When y'all try to make that crossover from real life, from and content and fucking entertainment, that's where y'all fuck up at as a fan base. And what y'all doing, y'all putting her in a pickle where y'all making motherfuckers scared to even fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? Y'all making niggas not want to fuck with her. All this bullying y'all doing to girls, all this bullying y'all doing to niggas that she collabing with, y'all fucking her up, bro, in the long run, because collaborations is how you win. A motherfucker be scared to collab with her. They don't give, it's not about numbers. It's not about none of that shit. It's about building a community.
And I feel like everything that he said is accurate. Like, I don't know how crazy her fan base is. So if any of you guys are watching, I'm not throwing any shade at you because I've not really dove into Wendy Ortiz or anything until this situation. But it does feel like they get pretty upset with people really easily and they take it to an extreme level at times from just a little bit that I've seen. And that doesn't mean they always do it. And I'm not throwing any of you under the bus, but it does feel that way. And I just saw some tweets that people were saying D-Lou and Wendy won. And D-Lou was nervous that like, yo, what if I do something wrong and then suddenly they don't like me? Like, it shouldn't be that way. Like, you are not there with these people. You just got to let them do what they do and just be entertained by it. You can't get so invested into it that you actually get upset or you actually get sad, or like, that should not be a thing. Unless something happens in their actual real life, that's different because you're a fan of them. Like, yo, they lose a family member, you want to get sad, something happens off stream, you're like, yo, I'm mad about that. Why would someone do that to them? On stream, bro, this shit is not all real. I feel like I don't have to break that to you. Like, you should already know that. This shit is not all real. Again, real people, real relationships, real emotions at times, exaggerated. That's why they literally say, oh, you're clickbaiting. Why do you think that's a term? Because that's what they do. So you can't take it too seriously. And Silky also addressed it and kind of said the same thing.
Her base will enable her to feel away. You know what I'm saying? Her base will literally enable her to... Yo, her base will enable... And it's like you could really see that somebody is heavily influenced by it. Because like Wendy, yo, bro, I literally sat there and spoke to Wendy, right? And she seemed like a normal person, right? She is a normal person. And she goes on TikTok, she looks at her comments, she looks at her shit, and she's like, nah, that's true, that's right. Nah, that was happening. Bro, these are people that's not living in your world, Wendy. Like, you gotta have a realization. These are people that's not living in your world, Wendy. They are living through you, and they think that every single emotion that you're supposed to have is because of how they're feeling at home, man. That shit is corny.
And honestly, I agree with a lot of what he said too. I just feel like this is something that doesn't have to get blown up to this level. This is some shit that doesn't have to be this way. And I feel like her being still new to Twitch and new to streaming, I don't know. Maybe she streamed on TikTok a lot, but I just feel like Twitch is a little bit different, and obviously she's doing crazy numbers, and chat can be really overwhelming. Like, I don't even have a big chat, bro. I stream, I might get 10, 20, 30 people, something like that if I'm lucky. But even then, when they're telling me stuff or saying things, you kind of feel obligated to chat because you're happy that they're there. You want them to want to be there. You want to give them the best entertainment and content, and you start to develop almost like a relationship with your chat. And so I get it when they start telling her certain things. She's like, oh, that did happen. Oh, I did see that. You're right. But you got to remember, they're not there in the room with you. Hey, there's more to it than just the audio visual that they're seeing. You're there, you're reading body language. You got a vibe for people. You've spoken with these people off stream, offline. Like, you know them more than what everybody else that's watching knows. And so I feel like you got to take that into account when you address these situations and not let your chat get in your head and gaslight you. It's just not worth it. So that's how I feel about it. I don't think anybody should get dragged, though. I think Wendy's dope. I think DDG's dope. I think the whole streaming space is dope. And they're all pushing shit forward that is literally going to be the future. It's the present, but it's really going to be the future. I promise you that. Just wait 10, 15 years. Is going to be everything, is going to be everywhere. They are going to be probably the biggest celebrities. I'm calling it now. I'm just being honest. Clip this shit, because I'm telling you right now what's going to happen. But anyways, I appreciate you guys. Let me know what you guys thought down below, and I will catch you in the next one, homies.